All right, so today we're taking a look at something I bet you use every single day, but probably don't think about too much.
Yeah,
It's your toilet.
that's right. Your toilet.
More specifically, though, those water-saving models. Now, you've probably seen them advertised as, eco-friendly and saving you money.
Yeah.
But our deep dive today has us asking, are they really saving you water and money?
Yeah.
Or are they causing more problems?
Well, and that's the big question, right? I mean, on the surface, the idea of using less water with every flush, it makes sense. You want to conserve water.
Right, less water, the better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what happens in your actual plumbing at home is where things get a little
Yeah, it gets a little
dicey.
complicated.
Yeah.
And I think about it this way. Have you ever had to flush one of these toilets twice?
Oh, yeah.
Our sources are saying it's not uncommon at all, and that's what we're going to explore today, why that happens, what it means for you.
Yeah, let's jump right in.
Okay.
So the big selling point, of course, is that they use less water per flush. We're talking like 1.28 gallons.
Okay. 1.28 gallons per flush.
Right, also known as GPF.
Okay.
Versus older toilets, which could use like 3.5 GPF or even more.
Wow. Yeah, the old ones were.
Yeah, so you can see on paper why they're saying you'll save money.
Yeah. Big water savings.
Huge water savings. But here's a key takeaway
Okay.
from your research.
Yeah.
In a lot of homes, especially ones with older plumbing, that single flush with the lower water volume, it doesn't always do the job completely.
Really?
Yeah, you've got factors like longer pipes, maybe some mineral buildup over time, and that can really make these toilets less effective.
So it's not actually cleaning everything out all the time.
Not necessarily, no. And what's interesting and what you should be aware of is that those water savings, they can disappear really quickly.
Interesting.
If you're consistently flushing twice,
Yeah.
just to get things to go down,
Right.
you're basically using the same or even more water than you would with an older toilet.
Yeah, you're defeating the purpose entirely.
Completely defeating the purpose.
And it's not just the water bill, is it? What about some hidden costs we might not think about, when we think we're saving money?
That's a huge thing to consider, and your research brought this up really well. So with a lower water volume and less pressure in the system, you increase the risk of clogs.
Ah, okay, so more clogs.
More clogs, especially if your pipes aren't perfectly clear.
And as a homeowner, I know clogs can mean calling a plumber, which gets expensive.
Oh, yeah. And in a worst case scenario, we're talking overflows and potential damage to your property.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. So it raises the question, is that initial appeal of saving water really worth the potential for, increased maintenance costs and repairs?
Right.
It's not as simple as just looking at that GPF number.
No, it's not. And something that really stood out to me was information from AA Quick Plumbing Service.
Yeah.
Their perspective was very interesting.
Yeah, they really emphasize honest advice for their customers, and their take is that these water-saving toilet, they're not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Makes sense.
Right?
Like, they might work great in some setups.
For sure.
But maybe not every house.
Not necessarily, no.
Especially older homes.
Especially older homes, and what they said was that you really got to consider the specifics of your plumbing system.
Interesting.
What works for a new build down the street might not work for your older home.
That makes sense?
And they actually offer personalized consultations if you're dealing with frequent clogs or considering an upgrade.
That's great. And they actually have an offer for our listeners.
They do.
If you're facing those kinds of issues or thinking about getting a new toilet, you can call AA Quick at 314-429-7131.
All right, write that number down, folks.
And mention Jim sent me
That's right.
to get $20 off.
$20 off. That's a great deal.
Yeah, it's a chance to really get some advice tailored to your situation from the experts.
And at the end of the day, it's about making an informed decision,
Absolutely.
One that's right for your home, not just following a trend.
Exactly.
This offer from AA Quick gives you a resource to really figure that out.
Yeah. So as you think about your own toilet at home, we encourage you to go beyond just the claims.
Yeah.
Look beyond the eco-friendly labels.
Really consider how old your plumbing is, how it's set up.
That's a good point.
That water-saving label, it might not actually mean it's the best for your needs.
Yeah, sometimes those labels can be deceiving.
Yeah, so it's definitely something to think about as you manage your home.
Absolutely something to keep in mind.
Thanks for joining us today for the deep dive,
Thanks, everyone.
and we'll see you next time.
Don't let those so-called water-saving toilets drain your wallet. If you're tired of flushing twice to get the job done, call AA Quick today. We'll give you honest solutions that actually work. Mention this podcast for $20 off your next service. Just tell them Jim sent you.